Superfluous items should be stowed in the overhead locker or under the seat in front of you.
If the seatbelt sign lights up, return to your seat and buckle up. Seatbelts fit low and tight across your hips. Keep them on throughout the flight. If you need to get up, simply lift the lever like so.
If an emergency were to happen during takeoff or landing, tighten your seatbelts and place your forehead against the seat in front.
If you are having trouble getting out of the boat, it's 2.5 long, thicker than a kid's leg, and we suspect she's probably about 50 to 60 years old. Boris and Morris are a little bit, as far as anybody can remember, it's always been on a bit of a weird lane. Now when the earthquakes hit Christchurch, our wooden building had a very good wobble, but ended up backing its over and cracked one of the upstairs windows. And a few picture frames came off the wall, and that was pretty much it. The decking out the front of the building, however, was totally warped out of shape by the earthquakes, almost into waves, and the whole decking had to be ripped up. Now black swan are very, very rare to find in this area because they tend to be afraid of boats. Yeah, everybody looks around to see what I'm going to do. This is the hardest part of my day, trust me, I'm really not designed to get under here. So black swan are really quite rare to find in this area. They tend to get scared off by the boats, but these guys have been trying to nest in this area for months now. So when the two black swan are hanging around the boat sheds, we get the house is really quite nice. It was built in 1920, so this house is 101 years old. And they reinforced this stone building shortly before the quakes hit Christchurch. Now being a stone building right next to the river, now as you can probably tell, we've got lots of different wildlife in this park. We've been trying to introduce native birds and species back to this area for a few years now. That's why it's a protected zone. The species which we can see out on the river Obviously we've got the paradise shell ducks, like this one doing the flippy up. They're not known to be particularly social creatures. So Shelby's a little bit of an oddball as far as behaviour goes. She is quite social. But back, that's why the nest got bigger and bigger and bigger. Now they've decided to abandon this nest altogether because people that were walking around the botanical gardens kept disturbing them by taking photos and just messing around with the nest. So they've given up on that nest altogether and they've built the other one back underneath the bridge there. So yeah, so they have been trying to nest in this area for a while. Much larger than this. Now this tree also has some weird scars. If you look at the tree, there's a big burnt patch and there's a big chunk of bark missing. So you spend 3 days going up and down the river on Grace with no passengers until you can get it to go in a straight line. It takes roughly half a day to figure out how to stand on the back without falling off. So you get very wet on your first couple of days of punting. So if you find any buildings that are over that sort of height, they're probably the buildings that survived the earthquake. They've been slowly sinking since about 1907, so they're really just not that bothered by it.